presidency or truly great president and first lady. Your mom was incredible as well. The same goes to Mark Updale, president of the LBJ Foundation. It's great to be back here. I thank you all and distinguished guests gathered here today. Look, I was in college at the University of
This here
in my early beginning years.
should compel every American to go vote.
I remember exactly like anybody in my generation remembers exactly where they were sitting, standing, or walking. I was on the steps of
The Supreme Court is not up for sale, Biden
at the university.
and
Listening to
Democrats.
transistor radio with three other people. Seemed unbelievable. And then later watching President Johnson.
You can't claim that you want to pack the Supreme Court so you can constantly get your way
President Johnson said, and I quote,
and pretend to be about this republic or democracy.
the earliest passage of the Civil Rights Bill. That's what he said. As a kid coming up, I always admired President Johnson for his public service, whether it was a school teacher in South Texas, master of the United States Senate, to make good. As Andy Young said, President Johnson met repeatedly with the civil rights leaders and built a coalition to bring that vision to life. And he did, he brought it to life. Over 50 years, the LBJ Foundation has convened this symposium to reflect one of the crowning achievements, the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
Yep.
The defining moment.
Remember, he said he'll have those N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years.
Sexual orientation, gender, gender identity, religion, national origin. Together with the Voting Rights Act and the Fair Housing Act, these three landmark laws he signed are remarkable in their scale and their scope. Taken together, these three acts have made this nation fundamentally more fair, fundamentally more just, and most importantly, fundamentally more consistent with our founding principles.
DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
And we're a better nation because of them. We must be clear. Their work, our work, is not done. It's not done. We do not celebrate these laws as part of our past, but as critical components of our future. President Johnson understood, what President Lincoln understood in his own time, that the courts would determine the scale and scope of our laws. Over 100 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, President Johnson vowed, in his words, to do this job that Lincoln started, by challenging the court to live up to its constitutional responsibility. He did that by nominating Thurgood Marshall as the first black justice of the Supreme Court. And by aggressively defending civil rights throughout the courts. But now, we live in a different era.
Oh, here we go.
In recent years, extreme opinions that the Supreme Court has handed down have undermined long-established civil rights principles and protections.
Okay, Biden,
2013,
here's the deal.
the Supreme Court has shown
Precedence
case
does not
the Voting
equal
Rights
fact.
Act, opening the floodgates to a wave of restrictive voting laws that have seen states across the country pass.
That's a lie.
In 2022, the court overruled Roe v. Wade and the right to choose.
No, the right to
Law of the
murder
land
your
for
baby.
50 years.
Yes, back when we thought it was a blob of
The following
tissue.
year, the same court eviscerated affirmative action, which had been upheld and reaffirmed for nearly 50 years as well. And now, there's an extreme movement and agenda called Project 2025.
Oh my God.
Well,
It is not President Trump's project. He has denounced it.
Another onslaught attacking civil rights in America. For example, Project 2025 calls aggressively attacking diversity, equity, and inclusion all across all aspects of America.
Yes, because it's racist.
This extreme MAGA movement even proposes to end birth rate statistics
Okay, again, folks, President Trump has denounced the Project 2024 agenda.
That's how extreme these
Biden is trying to score political points again with lies, verifiable lies.
are likely to come before the court in the years to come. And most recently and most shockingly, the Supreme Court established in Trump versus the United States a dangerous precedent.
Yeah.
They ruled, as you know, that the President of the United States has immunity for potential crimes he may have committed while in office.
That's not what the Supreme Court ruled. The Supreme Court ruled that as the chief executive officer of the United States, the President of the United States, acting in his official capacity of the chief executive officer, as mentioned and warranted in the Constitution, has the right to execute the laws and statutes of the United States in accordance with the capacity of the chief executive officer.
Under the majority's reasoning, President now will be insulated from criminal prosecution.
No, that is false. Verifiably false. Verifiably false. And you know it's false, Biden, because if you thought that was true, then you could assassinate Trump right now without any political or legal recourse whatsoever.
Just what Justice Sotomayor wrote in her dissent. Folks, just imagine what a president could do in trampling civil rights and liberties.
Then do it, Biden, because you have immunity. Do it. Take out Trump. If you think you can do it, take out Trump.
This decision is a total affront to the basic.
This is what the Demo KKK rat party does. They can't win by legitimate actions. They have to win by lying, intimidation, cheating, violence.
And only limits on abuse of power will be self-imposed by the president alone. That's a fundamentally flawed view and a fundamentally flawed principle.
That is not what the Supreme Court ordered, Biden.
On top of its extreme decisions, the court is mired in a crisis of ethics. These scandals involving the justices have caused public opinion to question the court's fairness and independence that are essential to faithfully carrying out its mission of equal justice under the law. For example, there are documented reports of a decades-long effort to reshape the judiciary, including the Supreme Court backed by shadow special interests that also support Project 2025.
Okay, again, he's just flat out lying. The Republican ticket nor the Republican Party has supported Project 2025. They have not adopted Project 2025. This is verifiably false.
Insurrectionists. And a blatant attack on nominating and confirming justices of the court itself. Do y'all remember when Justice Scalia died in February of 2016? And the Republicans blocked the president's nomination, President Obama's nomination.
As they have a right to do, because the Constitution says with advice and consent from the Senate.
That there be no confirmations of the court during an election year. But then, when Justice Ginsburg died in 2020, Republicans rushed through the President Trump's nominee.
As he has a constitutional right to do, Biden.
Cast an election that Trump would lose. It's outrageous.
No, it's not. It's completely within the Constitution with advice and consent from the Senate. That means approval from the Senate. Learn to read the Constitution.
As chairman and ranking member of the Judiciary Committee, I've been told that I've overseen more Supreme Court nominations as senator, vice president, and president than anyone in history.
Well, that's because you've been in office for 50 years doing nothing.
I have great respect for our institutions.
If you did, you wouldn't want to change it fundamentally to get your way.
What's happening now is not consistent with that doctrine of separation of powers. Extremism is undermining the public confidence in the court's decisions. As soon as I came to office, I convened a bipartisan presidential commission on the Supreme Court of the United States.
They love that word, bipartisan. They find one so-called Republican, and it's bipartisan.
On potential reforms to the court. I've been careful serious, serious decisions. In the face of increasing threats to American democratic institutions, I use the Commission's analysis, and today I'm calling for 3 bold reforms to restore trust and accountability to the court and our democracy.
There is.
As the press shouted to me as I got off Air Force One, the Republican Speaker of the House said, whatever he proposes is dead on arrival. Well, I think his thinking is dead on arrival.
Well, I'm sorry, Biden. But the Constitution says that Supreme Court justices have a lifetime appointments for good behavior,
Oh, no one is above the law, amendment.
and
If all
it would take a constitutional amendment to change it.
immunity for crimes former president committed while in office. I share our founders' belief the president must answer to the law. The president is accountable in the exercise of the great power of the presidency. We're a nation of laws, not kings and dictators.
Again, the Supreme Court did not say Trump was a dictator. The Supreme Court simply said that Trump and all other presidents, including you, Biden, have the right to act in your official capacity as Chief Executive Officer of the United States
The court made a
with
ruling for
limited immunity.
a former president. No other president in our history has asked for this kind of immunity for criminal actions. And no
Because it
president-
wasn't needed.
No former president, not me, not one, has and should have been given any exception with such immunity. The second thing I'm asking for,
Because it was already assumed.
term limits for presidents of the United States for nearly 75 years after the Truman administration. And I believe we should have term limits for Supreme Court justices in the United States as well.
Well, if you want term limits, you're going to have to get a constitutional amendment because the Constitution spells out what the actions are for the Supreme Court, and it's lifetime appointments for good behavior.
Democracy. It gives lifetime seats in the high court. Term limits would help ensure that the court membership changes with some regularity. That would make timing for the court's nomination more predictable and less arbitrary.
Yes.
The chance that any single president imposes undue influence in generations to come.
Go back to the Constitution, Biden. Read the damn Constitution, because it clearly says
Based on their
that
report,
they are not elected and they don't have term
that would help
limits.
ensure the country would not have what it has now. An extreme court that's proud of an attack
No,
on the
a court that you don't like. Just like we didn't like Roe v. Wade
seeking to carry out an extreme agenda.
since the 1970s. We didn't ask to pack the courts with more judges because we didn't like the ruling.
2025 is
Project 2025 is from the Heritage Foundation and has nothing to do with Donald Trump or the Republican Party.
for the Supreme Court.
Well, I'm pissed. I'm calling him out on his bullshit because this man is a walking bullshit stick.
Is weak and even more frightening, voluntary. Any code of Congress must be enforceable. Under the reform I propose, justice would be required to disclose gifts, refrain from public political activity, recuse themselves in cases in which they or their spouses have a financial or other conflict of interest. Most people don't realize that Congress passed a law decades ago that says all federal judges, including Supreme Court justices, have to recuse themselves in such cases. But the current justices insist on enforcing that requirement themselves without any public oversight or compulsion.
Why do they need oversight?
See, that's their
They are a branch of the government, their own branch.
The court was actually enforcing those requirements, but they are not. The court is not self-policing. The court is not dealing with the obvious conflicts of interest. We need a mandatory code of ethics for the Supreme Court, and we need it now.
No, we don't, because the Supreme Court can say that's unconstitutional. And you have a code of ethics. It's called the Constitution. Again, Biden, in the Constitution, it says that they have lifetime appointments for good behavior. That clause was put in there because if they start acting tyrannical, we can remove them for bad behavior. That's the reason that clause was put in the Constitution. You probably haven't even read the Constitution in your 50 years in leadership.
These necessary reforms. A number of members of Congress here today.
Blah, 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 blah,
Let
blah.
me close with this. President Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964 just 2 days before the 4th of July. He said in that bill signing, and I quote, "This is a proud triumph. Yet those who founded our country knew that freedom would be secure only if each generation fought to renew in largest meaning," end of quote. That's what I've tried to do throughout my career.
Why do we have to enlarge the meaning of something?
That's what got me involved.
LBJ also said that he would have those N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years.
We were one
The man was about as much a champion of civil rights as the KKK.
I'm serious. What motivated me
He just did it because it was politically expedient.
a county councilman. I'll never forget, I had a good job with a big trial firm. And in Delaware, you have to study for the bar for 6 months before you're allowed to take it. And in the meantime, I was studying for the bar. That's when Dr. King was assassinated. We're the only state in the nation, city in the nation, that had the military stationed in every corner with drawn bayonets for 10 months. For 10 months. Insisting, because we had a very conservative Democratic governor. In those days, when the Democrats won, they could choose to be part of the Southern Governors or the Northeast Governors Conference. They choose the Southern Governors Conference lots of times. But guess what? It got me engaged. I love how reading these biographies of me now that I knew I was going to run for president. I remember walking in to the public defender's office, which was part-time at the time, and asking for an application because I wanted to join the public defender's office. And he looked at me, his name is Franny Kearns, he said,
Now he's just going off into la la land.
I said, yeah. So why the hell would you want to do this? Not a joke.
No joke.
But I said, let me do it.
Not a joke, man. Not a
Became
joke.
Public defender. Folks, here's the deal. We're going to engage like a lot of you do, whether you run for office or not. You get engaged and you want to change things. So I kept trying to change the Democratic Party in my state, which is very conservative. And then a group of people came to me, as my senator knows, Chris Coons, came to me and said, look, we want you to run for state.
When he says the Democrat Party used to be very conservative, what he's talking about is the classic liberal, who by today's standards is very conservative.
So I said, I can't.
The left has nothing in common with the classic liberal. Not anymore. They have moved so perpetually radical to the left. They're driving us over the precipice at 120 miles per hour.
That we couldn't possibly win. No Democrat had ever won. But my problem was I had my sister doing my campaign. And we won. Next thing I know, I was part of a group assigned as young senators, young elected officials, to try to bring the party around to get someone to run for the United States Senate. And I was put on a commission when you're the young lawyer.
All right, that's enough of that bullshit.